Greetings from Gen Con 50, Roll for Crit here, and we have a very exciting expansion that we've got our hands on. This is one, I think, your first grab of the show.
It was. I rushed to get it. Sheriff of Nottingham, Merry Men. Sheriff of Nottingham, of course, very fun party game, bluffing, bribing, all that kind of backstabbing, fun stuff that you can do. And this is the first expansion for it. It adds a bunch of things, and what seems to be the trend nowadays is it basically is modules, I would say. Different kind of new rule sets that you can add in all at once or one at a time. Some of them may overload the game. I don't know yet. We'll have to see how they work in practice.
Customize your own pizza.
Yeah, figure it out yourself. Have it your way at Burger King. Not sponsored by Burger King. So I'm going to try to go through most of them as best as I can remember. The biggest one out of the gate is this adds 2 deputies. And so what that is now you can play with a 6th player, and there are going to actually be 2 sheriffs called deputies at a time, and they're both going to be looking in people's bags. And they can either both agree on what they want to do or disagree. So let's say both of them wanted to open a bag and it was actually, the person was telling the truth, they would each have to pay half the penalty.
Okay.
But someone might say, I don't want to open that bag, and the other guy says, well, I do, and then it's all on him. Okay. So depending on how you disagree or whatever, that's how they divvy it up. So players could, kind of do more stuff like bribing only one of the deputies, for instance. There's more weird things that might happen there. So that seems like a good way to add in that 6th player, which is cool.
And give more chances for people to be...
Right, that's true too. Yeah, you'll get to have more of an opportunity to be a sheriff or a deputy if that's fun for you, etc., etc. A bunch of other things. First of all, there's laws. Those are very neat. Those can come into play, and they have a wide effect on the entire game.
Are these?
No, they're not those. Those are some. There's a lot of stuff in here. Here's some laws right here.
All right.
So, for instance, one of them might say that there is now a tax on bread. Or it might say, this one is better, bread is considered contraband.
All bread.
All bread. So you might be someone who's, just being totally honest, and you've been just looking for bread and everyone knows you've got bread. And now you're in a scenario where that's no good anymore. They're going to call you on it just for having bread. And the way that the laws work, there can be, I think there are 2 at a time, and depending on what the next deputy decides, they might be able to get rid of one that they don't like and bring in a new one, or decide to keep them out. So it almost adds a flux sort of element to it where the rules can be changing. And I think this will be perfect for people who've played the game a lot and add a little extra flavor, sort of like one of those Dungeons and Munchkin kind of thing that give you a new feel for the game. So that's cool. The things that you were picking up before are special orders.
Oh, those.
And they sort of have a counterpart called Black Market, which are similar. Basically, the special orders will give you a goal to meet, meaning you want to have certain things in your bag specifically and get them through to market. And if you do so, you're going to be rewarded for that. So now, instead of just deciding, oh, I want some cheese or bread, you'll have something maybe more to push forward for.
Right.
So give you more of a goal in mind. And the black market are for your contraband. Specifically, there are a bunch of cards for each group type of contraband, and if you get 3 of them successfully into your market, you can reveal and you get the top card, and that will give you an extra number of points. If you're the second person to get 3, it's a lower number, etc., etc. So another reason to maybe, if you have a group that never goes for contraband, like they play it too safe, that could convince them to push it forward. So that's kind of the running theme I've seen, is they tried to maybe, for groups that just play a certain way, you can change that up.
Right, and I seem to be holding cards that look like goods.
Yes.
But they are not goods on this bag.
Yes, those are the Merry Men. And these guys, you're actually going to start with 1 in your hand. Everybody gets 2, and then you get to pick 1. And they all have special abilities that if you get them through your bag, then you can activate them.
So you need to get them through. It's not a way to punish being found.
Right. As you can see, they have, just like a regular good, a reward and then a penalty for the person if they find it. So like some of them, these actually have more player interaction. This one lets you steal goals from a player. Some of them let you steal goods right out of their marketplace. So there's a lot more potential for meanness, I guess, in that sense. Not that it's a cooperative game in any sense. You're being mean no matter what. So I think I pretty much covered all of them. Yeah, that's pretty much all of them, and they all sound really cool. Yeah. The 6-player thing obviously is a huge one for us.
Is there a tile or something? I noticed.
What do you mean?
Like usually.
For the 6th player, yes, it's here.
Oh, I didn't see it.
This is your 6th player. It comes with a bag as well, of course.
Oh my God, it's a little nun.
It's a little old lady nun.
She's so evil.
I know, right? What kind of mischief will she get up to? Not sure when this is going to be available wide release, but I'm sure that it's this year, probably very soon. Maybe we'll put a note in the description about that. But I think if you're a Sheriff of Nottingham fan, you're going to have to pick this one up. It's really got a lot of great stuff in it. Thanks for watching. For more Gen Con coverage, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Roll4Crit.
And to keep up to date, you can check out roll4crit.com/GenCon 2017 in order to get the latest, greatest news on Gen Con from Roll4Crit.